Bryce Young throws for just 185 yards, Luke. Is that what is holding the Panthers back, or is it just a whole bunch of things with this team?
It's a whole bunch of things, Jay, but one of the frustrations I have with this game tonight is if you're Frank Reich, okay, you're the Carolina Panthers, you're 1-7 coming into this thing, you're not making the playoffs.
Yeah.
And you hear the interviews he's had during the halftime on the sideline, and he's saying, we want to keep this thing close, running on first and second down, and then have, our guy Bryce Young make some plays late in the fourth quarter.
Right.
And where my head goes with this is you drafted this guy first overall. You got nothing to lose. It doesn't matter if you go 1-8 or 2-7. You're not going to the playoffs. Why not come out here against a Chicago Bears defense who coming into today has given up the second most pass yards in the NFL? Only by 1 yard they would have had the title.
Right.
Okay? And let the kid play.
Yeah.
But instead they have this crazy governor on him. He clearly looks uncomfortable. He clearly needs these reps. But they play this like playoff style, I almost think Bill Belichick, like we're going to out-scheme him and win this bad boy in the fourth quarter. It makes no sense to me.
Right.
Like if you want this kid to develop, have him make mistakes. Have him throw the ball 45 times tonight. This is a perfect team to do it against.
I mean, you're not going to have your first round pick anyway.
Yes.
So you might as well try to win everything you can.
And Tyson Bagent isn't going to come out here and put 350 up against your defense.
Right, he's definitely not. Well, someone who might do that is C.J. Stroud, because C.J. Stroud, who was the second overall pick, threw for 470 yards and 5 touchdowns this past Sunday. Is it too early to say the Panthers should have taken C.J. first overall or not?
It's certainly, obvious here, C.J. Stroud is off to a much better start than Bryce Young, but I do believe that, Jay, and one of the things that I go back to, which is a bit of an unknown stat, but it floats around the NFL all the time, is that Peyton Manning in his rookie year had 28 interceptions.
Yeah.
So Peyton Manning later in his career in 2013 led the greatest offense of all time. So I sit here, and as much as it was a struggle to watch, Bryce Young tonight, he did have some flashes. You saw him use his feet a little bit. A couple of these throws, this right here was probably his best throw of the game. He's got the arm strength. I believe he has the athletic ability. Again, I wish they kind of took the governor off him. Let the kid make some mistakes.
Yeah.
You're clearly not going to the playoffs. You don't have the draft pick. So I will say it is definitely way, way, way too early to make those two comparisons.
I could not be more excited about the Sunday nighter this week, because if you thought the Thursday night matchup,
I know where you're going with this.
are you pumped? Because I know you believe in Zach Wilson.
Oh, yeah. Oh, for sure. Look at that total, 36.5.
A slim 1-point favorite over the Raiders, who have been colossally disappointing, though it's worth saying they played great for Antonio Pierce last week, and there's something to be said about them trying to play well for him throughout the season.
They played great, they played tough, and they smoked a bunch of stogies in the locker room after a win against the Giants. Maybe we'll get more stogies.
Antonio Pierce seems like the kind of guy who could maybe turn things around for Las Vegas. We'll find out after this incredible Jets-Raiders matchup. You can watch myself and Luke. Luke will be breaking down that one. What will Zach do next? Probably not much.
Yeah, I was going to say, there's not a lot of questions you can ask me that stump me, Jay, but that one got me pretty good. Probably a whole lot of nothing. Just saying.